What's up, guys? So, got this in the mail today. Let's check it out, you know? Do the old Peter McKinnon. I wonder what this could be. You know, for a little while now, I've been contemplating one of these. Little unboxing video. Little race day quads. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have been looking into getting an FPV setup. And here it is. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Emax Tiny Hawk 2. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is kind of an unboxing, but also like a second unboxing because I've already opened this and because I couldn't wait to just not open it. You know, it's mail. Who doesn't like to open mail? Anyways. So what we get, hopefully, this is all getting on camera, on everything, because I have another camera set up right now. Anyways, all right, so first and foremost, this is an RTF kit, or ready to fly. So you get your FPV goggles, googlies, you get a controller. So I will say that I have played with this already a little bit. We'll get into this controller here in a second. Oh yeah, also get a very nice case to go with it as well. A little starter kit. So first and foremost, you want to go through this thing. Read this. Yes. I know, everybody hates instructions. Trust me. You get extra props. I've already lost one somewhere around my room. You get 2 batteries. So this one is a 300 milliamp. I'm not really 100% sure, but anyways, 300 milliamp. And get a 450 milliamp. You also get a little charger. This is a nice little charger, but I've noticed too, so I've charged the batteries twice on this thing, and one of these little pieces popped off. It pops back in, but something to keep into consideration. A little mini screwdriver. That also comes in wherever it is. I know I put it in here somewhere. There it is. You get a little kit, so it comes with 2 extra little rubber bands, a bunch of extra little screws. So you get all that stuff. And last but not least, you get this bad boy. That right there is the Emax Tiny Hawk Numero Dos. Also, there is a battery pack that is charging that connects for the goggles. So these things, there's a little port up here. You plug the battery in, so this way you can actually see what you're looking at. Pop those bad boys on, bam, got your little antennas up and down, in and out. All right, so that's pretty much everything that you get in this kit. There's a few caveats. So first and foremost, this controller right here. So the only thing I hate about it, which I don't know if you can take these off, but these kind of like toyish controller joysticks on here, I kind of actually really hate them. I wish they were just like a nice little cylindrical post. On the bottom of the controller, you have your charging port. I believe you can take the screwdriver, unscrew this, and then you can charge the battery that way too. You get your antenna up here. You have a light at the very top. I guess there's a way to set a beeper on this. So if what Emax recommends, especially if you've not gotten into FPV like myself. So this is my first FPV drone. I don't know if I would consider, I had a Hollystone FC181 or something like that a very long time ago. It was very somewhat similar to, I guess, like an FPV style drone. So it obviously wasn't like a DJI or something that was GPS controlled. It was a very user intuitive drone, even for the price. I mean, for whatever it was. This whole kit cost me $176. I actually paid an extra $10 to get it 2-day business ship. So they're from Orlando and I'm near Orlando, so it only took a day, which that's pretty cool. I ordered it yesterday, got it today, Friday, June 6th. So, or 5th. What is today? 5th? Anyways. So up here you have your like arming and priming buttons. This button right here controls the level. So I guess there's 3 different levels, which you can do: an easy, an intermediate, and then all the way down is like an advanced. If you're first getting into FPV and you're thinking about buying one of these, keep it up here. Just an FYI. So that is on the right side of your controller. These little buttons down here, so you can adjust your pitch and your yaw and your roll and all that stuff. So if it tends to drift to one side or the other, you can use these, and you can kind of correct it to where it'll just, like, if you can keep it hovered. I know it's a little hard. I mean, that's where the whole pinchy thing comes in. I know other people have said it. Then obviously you have your power button in the middle. Not going to get too much more into the controller. If you do in fact purchase one of these, like I said, please, for the love of God, read this thing. This is jam-packed with everything that you would ever need to figure out, and it has pretty much everything in here. So let's just go over the product specifications, if I could say that correctly. Just for the Tiny Hawk, we'll do that. So maximum size of aircraft without antenna or cables is 110 millimeters by 96 millimeters by 42 millimeters. So it's very small, 31 grams without a battery. I'm not really sure what the motors and all that stuff are, but this has TH0802 16,000 kV motors. They use an Avian TH turtle mode prop. This sounds like every other FPV quad when you fire this bad boy up and start to drive it. It's got a Runcan Nano 2 camera. Like I said, I've already kind of opened this up and played with it a little bit. So the feed that you get from the drone to the goggles, I would say it's pretty good. The only thing I hate, which, I mean, I'm obviously not to that point yet, but I would definitely like to do some sort of like a DVR, or see if I can find another small little camera that I can put on this thing. So it's got a 37 channel frequency transmitter. Comes with, which I already went over the batteries, 450 milliamp LiPo battery. That's really about it. I don't really know what else you guys want to know about it. The goggles use a single 18650, which is in the battery pack that's down there. And that's pretty much it. So product list, you get the Tiny Hawk 2, you get a radio, goggles, instruction manual. You get one Emax 450 milliamp battery, one Emax 2S HV 300 milliamp, a charger, extra props, screwdriver, spare screws, some dampeners, and some rubber bands. So So yeah, that's pretty much everything that you get. I will say this, especially if you're new to FPV like myself, this is in no way, shape, or form the same as like a DJI drone, so you really have to make sure that you're putting your propellers on the correct motor. A few times I lost one of these, like it flew off trying to put the props back on, and didn't work because the props were on the wrong motor, and so basically it would just go up and over and die on me. So keep that in mind. I would say for a little less than 200 bucks, if you're trying to get into FPV, I would say that this is a pretty decent buy. So a huge shout out to Max Beamer. He is on Instagram, and I believe he is also on YouTube, maybe Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. But he has been following me, and I've been following him since basically when I started flying drones. And he's always been super chill. He's always been super cool. Very factual, very informational. If you ever need to ask him a question, he's always chill. So big shout out to Max. I don't know if he'll ever watch this video, but if he does, thank you, bro. You're solid, man. Thanks for pointing me in the right direction. So I've flown this a little bit. Like I said, I kind of already opened this up and played with it a little bit. When I got home from work, I did the same thing again, charged the battery, messed around with it. This thing is an absolute blast to fly. You will very much need to practice. One of the downsides is Emax suggests, while using the goggles at the beginning is very fun to do, they really suggest just kind of flying visual line of sight. You will definitely need to set up the beeper on the controller, because they also tell you that you don't want to run your batteries down to nothing because you'll damage the LiPo in them. I kind of did that earlier, so I'm going to have to figure out how to set the beeper up on this thing. But I mean, if I have to buy another LiPo, I can't imagine they're that expensive, especially for these ones. I would think that they're probably somewhere around $5 to $10 a piece. Not like a DJI battery, but that's the other thing too. So, yeah, Emax Tiny Hawk 2, very much worth it, especially if you're looking to just kind of buy something that you can set up right out of the box. You don't really have to mess around with like a beta flight or any of that stuff. So straight out of the box fun right here, ladies and gentlemen, the Emax Tiny Hawk 2. If you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, also give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.